Hey everybody, this is Granicus1 and welcome to another video. And today I'm here to react to a video made by English. I'm here today reacting to a video about Alysa McCarthy, much more accurately, my bad, by the creator Fritang Plays. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your YouTube channel name. I'm sorry. And apparently, Alysa McCarthy, from what I heard, is wanting to sue gamers, and not just one or two. No. I mean like all gamers, which to me just doesn't make any sense. Not to mention also that would be highly impossible. Impossible. I really need to rework my English. Anyway, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, start. Again, I'm sorry I mispronounced your YouTube channel name.
Is how often they lie. Well, Frit, that doesn't sound like a good thing. How in the world could you ever celebrate someone lying? Well, because it makes my job easier. I don't have to put out clickbait, making you think journalists did this or that. I can actually just show you straight to your face. Countless examples of them lying. It doesn't do me any good.
Yeah.
Still unsubbed. They get very mad. They don't like to hear the truth. They want to live this little sheltered life where they're never exposed to any of this, because if they were, it would mean their whole life was a lie.
That's true.
Those precious review scores, those precious game awards, all of that loses its meaning real fast. So I understand why you guys are afraid to click on this video. But I think it's very important that we talk about this, because as we speak, Black Myth Wukong, the latest success on Steam, had gaming journalists straight up lie and deduct points from their review, because Screen Rant claimed that there was a lack of diversity and inclusion. Yeah, you know, in the game about fuzzy animal gods fighting each other. Nonetheless, even if it were the case, less women than men in a video game has no significant impact to the enjoyment. It's not actual criteria.
This is the Gaberhood, and you are not welcome.
But none of it matters.
Gaberhood. I don't really care about your Gaberhood.
As I'm playing the game more and getting further, I've come across several female characters when I was told that there was little to none. That's right, Screen Rant straight up lied to millions of gamers, and they were given a review copy just so they can lie in their f***ing review. You know what that means, right? That means that these gaming journalists, well, specifically these woke gaming journalists, lied to millions who had not yet purchased the game in the hopes of swaying them, because sites like this know their audience. Well, the ones that are dumb enough anyway to subscribe and support the websites. They know that demographic is fuming over there being no whammon, and they actually felt
no whammon.
Screen Rant. No, I'm kidding. Very few believed it. Because once they had their hands on the game, they knew everything in that review was a f***ing lie. There's no
honestly good for them to realizing it.
Buy this. -5 points. Hashtag too many men. So, seeing this, you probably understand the frustration gamers have had with gaming journalists
way
for
more
like
than
at
I
least
should.
over a decade now. Blatant lies, obvious biases, and endless political propaganda. The highlight of the reviews are always something.
Yeah, that's one thing I kind of want to point out as well. For some, the creators of the game, even when it comes to them saying like, "Hey, during reviews, don't bring anything propaganda related or political. Just give us the basics of what you think of the game, and what you think about the game. Like, for example, the mechanics, the graphics, the controls, everything. Everything else apart from it being propaganda related or political." Yet, last I remember, these guys, like Screen Rant, did not listen. They chose not to, and they just pull out the mask because of that, like a Scooby-Doo villain. Now let's see who it really is. Oh my God, it's Screen Rant!
Culturally or politically motivated. And, well, other notable gaming journalists like our favorite girl of the year, Alysa Mercante.
Jeez.
People in the industry to be a little bit louder. About people being to other people, and maybe say it's not a good thing.
Real women are having their lives ruined.
Yeah.
Maybe say we don't want you around if you're gonna be a
You have to force behaviors.
and that The games industry is diverse naturally. Not because anyone's making them be diverse. Because
Bullshit.
the world is diverse, you stupid
Bullshit. I'm sorry, I was just like that guy's face earlier. I'm sorry, but the games industry was already naturally diverse before Sweet Baby decided to be involved in it. Along with adding some political stuff, as well as being all like, oh no, it's all about the pronouns. It's all about the representing diversity. No. Alyssa, there's one thing you should know. A game that's made for everyone is a game made for no one. Which is why, for me, I do want to expand into a lot of different things, but people will enjoy my content just because they enjoy the content. That's fine with me. People have their own choices and things. I'm not perfect. I don't really care about being perfect. I mean, heck, to be fair, I'm not even making my content just for one singular bit or one singular group. But yeah, here's the thing. I know I have limits. Unlike you, so far as I can tell, with your ego and your words.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically.
Has anyone taken you up on?
Hold on.
Taken you up on that yet?
No.
Haha, no. Here's the thing. People did take you up on it. You chose not to accept it. And, yeah. So, apart from you saying all that, you then decided to be a little bit of egotistical narcissist. I don't know if that's the correct for you in saying one thing but doing the exact opposite, but still. Yeah, because people took you up on your offer for a fight. You decided to ghost them after you sent the fight request.
Up an event like this? No, Keemstar does though, but she refused. She didn't want this to happen, backing down instantly.
Exactly.
Who put out her brilliant Elden Ring DLC review where she compared fighting bosses to fighting toxic sexism online. She's decided she's the victim, and that gaming journalists are the ones being punished and pushed around for far too long. She's tired of the backlash from constantly lying and making awful articles and reviews, which only resulted in more promotions for her at Kotaku and not a single punishment. She's decided it's time to sue gamers. She's done with it. It's gone too far. How dare you guys constantly point out the horrible behavior and actions of
Which raises the point I have for the thumbnail. Is she serious? Because if she is, she's going to need all the money in the world. And even then, that's not going to be enough. Oh, hey Night Husker. I'm doing a bit of a commentary / reaction video involving Alysa McCarthy. You want to join? It's your choice if you don't want to.
Didn't you say you were getting off earlier?
I was, but then I kind of remembered. Oh shoot! I forgot to do a reaction video today. So yeah, you want partake?
Didn't you say you were getting off?
Again, I did, but then I just remembered I haven't done the recording yet because I haven't done the recording yet until just now. And he's gone. Oh, okay. Jeepers. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Again, I forgot to do the recording session today, and yeah. Continue, Art.
Of gaming journalists and consultation groups like Sweet Baby Inc. They're doing the Lord's work in her eyes, so everybody else deserves to be sued. I kid you not. It's been nearly 6 months since my SBI report and start of the GG harassment campaign. During this time, I've been gathering info and seeking advice from lawyers, and can finally confirm that I'm moving forward with legal action against several parties for doxing and defamation. I'm funding this myself, but we'll probably have to create a GoFundMe to help with expenses. Appreciate all your support. Thanks, fam.
Do it. I'll put you in the fucking ground with the rest of them.
My, what's that? The feminist needs funding from men to fight misogyny? Oh, wow. What
Ironic.
a shocker. Always needing the men. What, is Kotaku not going to fund your lawsuit for you? Let me guess. You went to the higher-ups at Kotaku and you said, help me fund this lawsuit against sexism so we can win. And they said, look, Alyssa, you're only here because of the DEI checkbox, okay? Don't
I can
push
see
it,
that.
girl. I cannot believe that it's actually come to this. I mean, it's absolutely going to blow up in her face and fail miserably because I don't legitimately know many people that are going to want to support that GoFundMe. Other than like Mighty Keith, because, well, Mighty Keith is a beta. And probably like Ethan Klein. Maybe Mudahar. You know, just weak men in general will probably give money to this GoFundMe. Whereas I will be monetizing that GoFundMe. I'll be making countless videos on this bitch. Her journey has been one of the most interesting ones of any game journalist I have
More of a
read.
nuisance, a
Without
nuisance
the
of a journey.
hate from gamers, she would not be known. She is openly and
Yeah.
admittedly grifting in her own articles so that she can gain publicity. She says what she says intentionally. Because believe it or not, I bet you anything, most of you even tuning into this video forgot who Alyssa Mercante was.
Nope.
Don't lie. You know you forgot. It's okay. It's not your fault. She's a very forgettable woman. I don't think even Dennis Reynolds would keep a sex tape of her.
I can even add
Oh.
you to my collection.
I mean, in general, should we really expect much from a failed OnlyFans model? I don't know how.
Yeah.
She put that on her resume and Kotaku said, yes, this is who we need
Wait.
for our publication. Flat chest.
Hold on. I just realized what he just said. She was an OnlyFans model? Oh, God.
Chested, unappealing chick who can spread her legs further than an eagle's wingspan. It's
Oh,
a testament
jeez.
to the
I don't think we need that
entitlement of
image.
a cam girl. They really think they are entitled to people's money, their perception of them, their opinion on them, hell, even their own thoughts on them. She couldn't win anybody over with her dumb bimbo brain. So the next best thing
Jeez.
she can do is to try and use the power of money to silence her critics. And she's gonna try and make men pay for it too. How hilarious is that? In order to combat
Kinda.
sexism, you always need our wallets, don't you? Isn't that fucking funny? Since day one, all Alyssa Mercante knew how to do was ask a man to open his fucking wallet. And the sad part is she wasn't good enough to cut it on the camera, so now she's trying to cut it in journalism. And it's just as atrocious. Well, what does this mean for gamers, though? If Alyssa
question.
Mercante goes through with this lawsuit, is this going to encourage every single sensitive soy beta journalist to come out of the woodwork and try to sue
I don't know.
all of their critics? Who knows? But my real question is, how is she going to get the funding? Who likes
I was thinking
her
that from the
enough to
start.
actually do that? How much is she gonna need? And how many people does she want to take to court?
Same.
Also, will this result in a counter-sue? Is somebody
Could be.
going to try and sue Alyssa Mercante in return for revenge? Because let me tell you, the men who criticize you definitely have a lot more money in their pockets than you do, Alyssa, and I think the last thing you would want is
I think so.
lawsuits from any of them. Perhaps if you just used the power of your words. Maybe if you weren't such a cunt to people. Maybe if you didn't think you were just right by default. Maybe if your attitude wasn't so goddamn shitty and your talentless ass wasn't pushed to the moon for nothing, maybe you could start earning the respect of listeners. Then
Yeah.
maybe they can give you the benefit of the doubt. But it's clear as day, Alyssa doesn't want to have an honest conversation. She wants antagonists. Because as long as they coexist alongside her, she can always be a victim in the eyes of anybody. Now, it's anyone's best guess who her first opponents will be in court. Here's the most notable names I could think of. Cabrutus with the Sweet Baby Ink detected on Steam. That fat guy, Grums.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
Game Grums.
Kyle, maybe? I
Don't know who that
Sweet
is.
Baby Ink personally hates this guy. Well, one of the most obvious names I could think of off the top of my head was,
Who?
Asmongold. See, Alyssa Mercante
Oh, yeah.
has made Asmongold a target for several months, stalking him in the replies. I mean, one of the most notable tweets I could bring up is this one, where she retweets people claiming Asmongold is racist.
And then she crossed the line when she started liking and retweeting tweets calling Asmongold a racist and a transphobe in an attempt to have him lose his Capcom sponsor for Dragon's Dogma 2. Nobody cares about random Twitter users, but you are a journalist. and there's enough evidence to claim some insane potential monetary damages.
Or how about this one? I'm starting a YouTube channel. Here's a sneak peek at my first thumbnail.
Okay. I'm sorry, Alyssa. If you do go through with this YouTube channel stuff, I have one thing to let you know. No one is going to take you seriously. Like, no one. No one is. The only reason being they'll even follow you is because either they are very weak, as they put it, quote unquote, or they just want to dunk on you. There's no fans or buts about it. You may make a channel. You have people who like it? Sure. Like you said, like right here. You have people who place hearts on this Twitter page. But here's the thing. You think that just because you have 320 like likes and I don't know, some retweets, like 20 to 17 of them, you think that's really going to help you? Nah, not really. It's not really going to help you at all. It's going to more of like show them more how much of a bit of a prick you are.
Subscribe to cure the woke mind virus and to fight against clean asses. Vote with your wallets. Stop buying soap.
No! Women aren't funny.
Alyssa, when are you?
Yeah, that's why I didn't put my head there. I recognize that immediately.
They can't be funny. It's biologically impossible for a woman to be funny. Why are you even trying? Asmongold's editors have more comedic genius in the tip of their pinky than you do throughout your entire body, which you couldn't even sell on OnlyFans. Or how about this other stalker creepy ass tweet? Do I have any mids who were regularly watching Asmongold and witnessed the first-hand DM me?
That woman is unspeakably crass.
Again? What?
I'm sorry, but to me that seems more of like a stalker vibe to me. Stalker vibe. I don't know if it's just me, but that's like that feels kind of like a stalker vibe.
What a bitch! And you can totally tell it's all because Asmongold doesn't agree with her antics. I highly doubt Asmongold even thinks twice about her existence. The only time he ever thinks about Alyssa or says anything about her is when she appears on his timeline, and it's only to criticize something she did. But in return, she's out here trying to pin the guy as a racist. I mean, honestly, there's enough evidence here for Asmon to sue your ass in court if he wanted, because you're
I feel like he should.
Insane shit. We're talking about the chick who got on camera and told all of her critics that she will fight them to come find her and let's set it up. So I don't think she understands that she doesn't have a single case to stand on. I mean, just take a look at Asmon standing up for a student that was blocked from entering school, and because of, you know, the very fragile monetization system, I'm not going to refer to what countries the
Okay, you want to hear, just in case, I feel like he's going to switch it so we don't see this anymore, but just give me a sec. If he's a student, he can't go anywhere in the school because people are blocking him. It's wrong. They have no right or justification to decide who can and can't go somewhere on campus. I don't see how anyone can defend this. Yeah, you can't defend it because that legit is, why does that sound so familiar? Oh yeah, way good past in about 40, maybe 40, maybe 40, maybe 50 years ago. I'll leave you guys to possibly look into what I'm talking about, like in your school textbooks if you're still in school, or just look it up on the internet if you're wondering what I'm talking about.
This was all based on and why they did it, but you know what I'm talking about. Well, Alyssa's response to that was, cut your nails.
This is gonna be a little bit
cut your
harder than
nails?
we thought. This woman is a real piece of shit.
We're talking about fucking grade school level insults. This bitch hates Asmongold the most out of any of us, which is insane because we all say fucking crazier shit about her. Asmon is a class act compared to us. So you can tell he's all she has to base her anger off of. And if that's the case, well, it's not much. I mean, yeah, sure, Asmongold is a DK. He doesn't ever clean. it's gross, but it's a fucking childish thing to say to somebody who's trying to have an honest discussion. In short, Alyssa Mercante is a piece of shit. Nobody's scared of her lawsuit. I doubt she'll have enough funding, and even if she manages to get it off the ground, she has thousands, and I mean thousands of people that are more than willing to countersue. So, do your best. That being said, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. See you in the next one.
Free Congress
Yeah.
sucks ass.
So, yeah, that's the video. And again, I'll link his channel down below. He makes some pretty good and like compelling arguments, as well as makes some pretty good content. Anyway, I hope you all do enjoy. Again, I'm sorry if it seems like a kind of a bit of a crunch, because I am, because you know, I gotta get up early in the morning. But anyway, whoever you are, wherever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, take care and enjoy yourself. By the way, Alyssa McCarty, again, get your ego in check. Okay, take care.